Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Healthy Lifestyle Matters. Oh yes, indeed, Healthy Lifestyle Matters. Before jumping into what brought us today, I'm going to introduce myself for those who don't know me. My name is Stephanie Agbonkwa, but I'm popularly known as Daughter of Zion. Thank you for tuning in, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for staying tuned. Today we're gonna be talking about another health series. Here we talk about health theories. I'm trying to encourage you to be your own doctor by trying to live a healthy life. Okay, guys. So welcome to another episode of Health Talks. Here I encourage you to be your own doctor. How do you be your own doctor? By living a healthy lifestyle, which matters, of course. Hello, there we go. So without wasting much time, we're gonna talk into our topic of today, which is foods that can increase your risk for colon cancer, specifically colon cancer. Let me use that way because we all know there are different types of cancer depending on where the disease affected. So when we talk about colon cancer, we're talking about where a disease affects your colon or your rectal. Colon and rectal, they are somehow similar, or they have the same name because their characteristics are almost the same. So you can call it colon cancer or you call it rectal cancer. So today we're going to be talking about food or drinks that can increase your risk for cancer, specifically the colorectal cancer. So yes, so today we're going to be talking about food that can increase, or drinks that can increase your risk for colon cancer. And without wasting much time, let's go dive into the definition so that we'll be on the same page and we know what we're talking about. Okay, so factors that can increase your risk for colon cancer, colorectal cancer, whatever be the case, how you want to call it. So by definition, colon cancer begins in the large intestine. It is when diseases in which abnormal cells divide out of control and are able to invade other parts of the body or other tissues in the body. So when we talk about food that can increase your risk for colon cancer, let me use that way, or your foods that can increase your risk for cancer, specifically the colon cancer. So we go by the definition of cancer or colon cancer. So colon cancer, or you can either call it rectal cancer, like I said, they both are called the same or refer to the same thing because they have a common characteristics. So we call colon cancer the same as rectal cancer. So foods and drinks that can increase your risk for cancer, specifically the colon cancer, we go by the definition. We said colon cancer begins in the large intestine. We all know we have the large intestine and the small intestine. So it begins in the large intestine. It is when disease invades your body in which abnormal cells divide out of control and are able to invade other tissue or other parts of your body. So cancer in general is when a disease invades into your body, into a specific types. That where we define or differentiate the different types of cancer, it is where the disease invades or infects the area. That is how we get to know the different types of cancer. So when I'm talking about a colon cancer, I'm talking about when diseases invade your colon. That is, it begins with your large intestine. Okay, so colon cancer begins in the large intestine. It is diseases in which abnormal cells divide out of control. It means they just keep dividing without control. Okay, so it is colon cancer begins in the large intestine. It is diseases in which abnormal cells, it means the cells are not normal cells in your body, but the abnormal cells are invading to your body. When it is a disease in which abnormal cells divide out of control, it means they don't have the control, they just keep dividing and are able to invade other tissues or other parts of your body. The fact that they just keep dividing and just keep are able to invade other parts of your body, they can transfer to other regions or tissues of your body. So that's what is the definition of colon cancer. So let's go now to food and drinks that can increase your risk for cancer. The first one is red meat. Hello? Did you get what I said? I said red meat. Red as in R-E-D, then meat as in M-E-A-T. So we said red meat. Factors that can increase your risk for cancer. First, or foods that can increase your risk for cancer. First is red meat. Okay. Example of red meat include beef. We have pork, goat, lamb. Eating too much goat and lamb, eating too much red meat, e.g. goat, lamb, pork, they are not good. Anything, like I said, in excess is not good. So the first foods that can increase your risk for cancer is red meat. Red meat, examples of red meat are, we have veal, we have pork, we have goat, and we have lamb. Eating too much red meat can actually increase your colon cancer risk. It is important not to eat more than 3 servings per week of red meat. But if you must eat red meat, make sure you are eating a linear or a small quantity, or a small cut and small amount. Colon cancer could be increased by eating too much red meat. So food that can increase your risk for cancer, the number one food that can increase your risk for cancer is red meat. Red meat, I gave an example of beef, veal, pork, goat, and lamb. Eating too much red meat can actually increase your colon cancer risk. It is important not to eat more than 3 servings per week of red meat. But if you must eat red meat, make sure you are eating linear cuts or smaller amounts. Colon cancer could be increased by eating too much red meat. Please, I understand, most of us like meat, but I don't. I eat it, but I don't like it like that. I can go a week or a month without eating red meat. It don't bother me. I prefer fish over meat. So if you must eat red meat, please watch out the quantity. 3 servings a week is fine. Please don't go more than 3 servings a week. Please. Red meat, goat, beef, pork, veal, whatever, lamb, whatever be the case, it's all red meat. Please minimize the consumption of red meat. Please. These are factors that can increase your risk for cancer. Red meat. The second food that can increase your risk for cancer, we have processed meats. Processed meats are things like meat that are either salted or cured, they are fermented, or they are smoked. Examples of processed meats. Examples of processed meats or salted meat. They are smoked meat. You can either smoke them, you can either salt them, or whatever be the case. So foods that can increase your risk for cancer. The second point, the first point we talk about red meat. The second point is processed meat. Processed meat are things like meat that are either salted or cured, they are fermented, or they are smoked. Examples of processed meat are hot dogs, ham, bacon, lunch meat, dairy. Can increase your risk for colon cancer. So please, let's try to minimize the consumption of processed meat. Processed meat, examples of processed meat are bacon, ham, bacon, ham, lunch meat, dairy can increase your risk for cancer. Please consume processed meat in minimum. Please. Hot dogs. I know most of us like hot dogs, but please, let's consume it in minimum. So processed meat are things like meat that are either salted or cured, they are fermented, they are sometimes smoked. Examples of processed meat are hot dogs, lunch meat, bacon, ham, you name the rest. They can increase your risk for cancer. So please consume them in minimum. The third food that can increase your risk for cancer, the third food is sugary food. Sugary food is not good. I keep saying this over and over. Please, please, especially for people who have been diagnosed with diabetes. Please, please. Sugary food. Sugary food such as sugar itself, sweetening food, processed food like cupcakes, whatever be the case, sodas, because it can increase also your risk for diabetes, obesity, same as cancer, such as breast cancer. So when we talk about sugary food, please let's try to avoid all the sodas. Sugary food, examples of sugary food are sugar by itself, sweetening food, processed food, cupcakes, whatever be the case, sodas, because it can increase also your risk for diabetes. This is what happened. Let me explain how sugary food increase your risk for cancer. Sugary food is going to increase your risk for diabetes. Are you guys with me? It's going to increase your risk for diabetes. And diabetes is going to increase your risk for obesity. And obesity is going to increase your risk for cancer. Does that make sense? So this is how they are interrelated. So sugary food such as sugar by itself, sweetening food, processed food, cakes, cupcakes, or whatever be the case, sodas, what have you, because it can increase also your risk for diabetes, and that will increase your risk for obesity, and same goes as cancer such as breast cancer. Please, especially for the ladies, please, please, please. It can increase your risk for breast cancer. Not only breast cancer, we have thyroid cancer, we have multiple myeloma, we have liver cancer, we have gallbladder cancer, we have kidney cancer, we have pancreatic cancer, we have colon cancer, or even, why not, ovarian cancer. So please, please, we don't want to get to this point. Please, let's try as much as we can to avoid sugary food, okay? Because we can come about 12 cancers at the CDC list. Like I said, we have different types of cancer depending on where the disease is. If it invade your gallbladder, that's gallbladder cancer. If it invade your liver, that's liver cancer. If it invade your breast, that is breast cancer. Or if it invade your colon or the rectal, that is colon cancer. Why not ovary? There's ovary cancer. So what are we talking about? Ovarian cancer. So please, let's not go to the extent of ovarian cancer. Let's not go to the extent of thyroid cancer, breast cancer, colon cancer, rectal cancer. Let's not go to all that. We can avoid that by, reducing the amount of sugar in our food. So please, let's watch out for that. The fourth point of food that can increase your risk for cancer, the almighty alcohol. What are we talking about? Alcohol. Remember, if you oh my goodness, remember, if you must drink alcohol, take it into moderation. I have stressed this. I don't know how much to stress this on all my videos. Mostly all my videos I talk about the dangers of alcohol, excessive consumption of alcohol. So please, let's put that into consideration. So alcohol, remember, if you must drink, take not more than moderation. Okay? Alcohol, remember, if you must drink, take note that moderation is cute. This is what you have to take note. I'm not saying that just stop drinking, but if you must drink, moderation is cute. Yes? Yeah. Alcohol, remember, if you must drink, take note that moderation is cute. That is, not more than 2 drinks per day for men and not more than 1 drink per day for women. Excessive consumption of alcohol can lead to cancer of the mouth. Like I told you, cancer depends on where the disease invades. If it's in your mouth, it's mouth cancer. Excessive consumption of alcohol can lead to cancer of the mouth, the throat, the larynx or the voice box, breast cancer, colon cancer, and even rectal cancer. So please, 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 if you are a male, not more than 2 drinks a day. If you are a female, not more than 1 drink a day. Men are more resistant to alcohol than women. We all know that, right? Or do I need to explain that? We all know that men are resistant to alcohol as compared to women. So that's why it's said that men not more than 2 drinks a day, and in women not more than 1 a day. So please, if you must drink alcohol, remember, what did I say? Take note. Moderation is key. I like using that word because it's gonna stick something into your brain. So please, if you must drink alcohol, moderation is key. And for ladies, not more than 1 drink a day, and for men, not more than 2 drink a day. So the 5th point that we're gonna look at when it comes to food that can increase your risk for cancer, we talked about overcooked meat. Please, like I said, meat is good. Excessive consumption of meat is bad. I quoted an example of meat, of red meat. We have beef, we have pork, we have ham, we have bacon, you name the rest. So please, let's try to avoid bacon processed meat. Sorry, bacon falls under processed meat. So please, if we must consume this meat or red meat or whatever be the case, please, we should also check that the food is not overcooked, because overcooked meat can be a risk factor for cancer. So the 6th point that I have here as food and drinks that can increase your risk for cancer, we have higher dairy consumption has been linked to prostate cancer. Please, higher dairy consumption is not good. If it's in moderation, it's cute. If it's not in moderation, it's not good. So please, the 6th point that we have here as food that can increase your risk for cancer, we have our higher dairy consumption. Higher dairy consumption has been linked to prostate cancer. So please, try to consume this product in minimum. Today we were just talking about food that can increase your risk for cancer. And when we talk about it, we lay much emphasis on colorectal cancer or rectal cancer, okay? And we went further to say that colon cancer begins in the large intestine, okay? By definition, cancer is when disease in which abnormal cells divide out of control and are able to invade other tissues or other regions or other parts of your body. So we went further to say that food that can increase your risk for cancer, we have red meat. Examples of red meat, we have pork, we have lamb, we have goat meat, we have beef, we have pork, we have veal, you name the rest. Please, we should minimize the quantity that we consume. The second, we want further to say that processed meat such as hot dogs, bacon, can increase your risk for cancer. We went further to say sugary food, sugar by itself, cupcakes, sodas, what have you, can increase your risk for cancer. And sugary food can increase your risk for cancer, and such cancers can be breast cancer, it can be thyroid cancer, it can be multiple Malayan cancer, it can be liver cancer, it can be gallbladder cancer, it can be kidney cancer, it can be pancreatic cancer, it can be colon cancer, or why, even ovarian cancer. So please, let's consume sugary food in moderation, or sugar by itself in moderation. And we went further to talk about the almighty alcohol. Alcohol consumption should be minimal, please. For men, not more than 2 drinks a day. For women, not more than 1 drink a day. And we went further to talk about overcooked meat can be a risk factor for cancer. So please, make sure you are cooking your food in the normal time frame, under the normal heat or whatever be the case, temperature. Please check out for that, because you can eat meat in minimal, but when the meat is overcooked, it can still be a risk factor for cancer. We thought the last point that we had here was higher dairy consumption has been linked to prostate cancer. So please, let's watch out for that. That's pretty much all what I have for you guys today. I try to make the videos as short and straightforward as possible, because we all know we're still gonna be getting these over and over. We're still gonna be talking about these. Today we talk about rectal cancer, maybe tomorrow we can talk about something else. So please Thank you for tuning in. I want to make sure that the video is short so that way we all have a busy schedule, whatever be the case. Let's get busy so that way I'm not taking much of your time, but the information is just straight and direct. Thank you guys for watching. Please do me a favor, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done so. Like the video, leave in the comment section what's your opinion, what you think, or what do you have anything you want me to talk about. Leave it in the comment section and I will reply to you as soon as possible. Thank you for tuning in. Please share the video, subscribe. It might be important to somebody else. Thank you for watching. God bless you. You have a nice day.